Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to strip stain off of a piece of furniture using the products that I use. Okay, all you need gloves. You do need safety glasses because this is caustic materials. That means it'll burn you. When stripping a piece of furniture, I use a razor blade. This razor blade happens to come off of a floor scraper, you know, to get up tape or gum or whatever's on the floor, like say at your workplace. So that's what this is. That's why it's so long. You need another bin or jar or can or whatever to put your material in, and you need a good brush and a good rag, because you know we got to wipe it off, and you need a drop cloth to put around this because, well, I'm working on concrete and grass out here, so it doesn't really matter if I get it on the concrete. I can pressure wash it off later or whatever. Okay, so this is the product we're using today. This is Kutzit liquid stripper. This isn't thick like the normal strippers that a lot of people use. This is real thin, almost like water. This is antique furniture and fine wood stripper. It removes paint, varnish, lacquers, and shellacs. Just so happened, whoever stained this piece of furniture, they used a stain that already has a polyurethane in it. I don't like using those because I don't like the finish. But, you know, to each his own. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our gloves on, because this gets on your skin, you will know it. It will burn. I've gotten it on my arms before, and you may not know it immediately, but you will know it eventually. As it sets on there, it'll burn you. And although I don't have sweet tea today, I do have a drink in a jar, so probably not the best combination of using this stuff. And I said it was like water. It is like water. Look how thin it is. That is nowhere near like the other strippers that most furniture people use. And this stuff is almost immediate when it works. I'm going to put it on. When you're stripping a piece of furniture, you don't just want to put your stripper on however. You want to go with the grain of the furniture. And we're not going to strip the whole thing first. We're going to strip it in sections. All I'm going to do for this video is just the width of the furniture, about a foot, maybe a little bit more, just to show you how fast and how well this Kutzit stripper works. This is the best stripper that I've ever found. My dad uses it for stripping his furniture, and I'm using it now to strip my furniture. You put it on a pretty good bit. I mean, it starts working almost instantly. I mean, it's already working. It's bubbling it up. And put on not a liberal amount. You want to get a good coating on here. And you know, if this piece of furniture was painted on the bottom, I would have tape and paper on the bottom, but luckily it's not. And we are going to paint this piece. It's going to be a espresso top, or maybe even a Jacobean. It's going to be a dark wood, and then we're going to paint the bottom an antique white. So put it on a good amount, a good heaping, whatever you want to call it. Put plenty on it. How's that? I don't know all the terminology. You just want to get it on there good. And look how fast it's working. It's already working. The thicker pastes, you got to put it on there and let it set. You may have to cover it with plastic and let it sit overnight, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. But this stuff is almost immediate. And my customer has This piece has probably been stained for a month or more. So it's good and dry. Just look how fast it cuts that. You know, don't get crazy with this stuff, because like I said, it gets on you, it burns. If it gets on your clothes, you'll know it. Okay, I mean, it's doing really well, so I'm going to keep on going. We'll go over this way too. Just the width of the furniture. Now, in hard to reach spots, you may want to use a copper bristled brush to get the deep cracks and stuff, but this really doesn't have many deep cracks. It's got the sides, but you know, you can actually use steel wool with this stuff too. A lot of people have heard that you can use steel wool on furniture. Well, they're right, you can, but I wouldn't use like a double aught or nothing like that. I would use a fine steel wool, maybe a triple aught. That's looking nice. So this is going to be a two-part video. I'm going to strip this piece. I've actually got this piece, a table, 6 chairs, and a leaf. I've already stripped the leaf, and the 6 chairs are kind of painted already. Alright, now when you use a razor blade, or you can use anything that's got a good edge on it, make sure the edge, this is a dull razor blade or it would cut me, but make sure there's, you know, no bad spots in the razor blade that will dig into your wood. And when you use it, you're wanting to put it down flat, not like this flat, but flat to the surface. And don't angle it, don't push away from you, pull towards you, and stand to the side. Just, I'm going to pull it off into the grass, so it'll be all right. And I put it on there, and I apply pressure. Look at that, pulls it right off. I ain't never seen a stripper work this good. It's a wonderful, wonderful stripper for any project. If it removes shellacs and lacquers, I don't see why it wouldn't work on, you know, latex or oil-based paints. I think it would work on everything, really. You can take this, your rag, and dip it in the solution and get it on the edge here, and it just takes it off. I mean, this is the best stuff. And I bought mine at our local hardware store. You know, a no-name hardware store. I mean, it's got a name, but it's, you know, it's not nationwide store. It's little podunk, redneck store, I guess. I don't know, whatever y'all want to call it. Little hole in the wall. And they have pretty decent prices. Most places that is, oh, buy local, buy local, buy local. Well, some local places have stain for way more than your big stores. I mean, how are you supposed to buy local if you can't afford their products? But this store, they actually have pretty good prices. I don't mind buying from them instead of having to drive 20 minutes to my normal paint store, which is Sherwin-Williams. Of course, I don't get any kind of products from Sherwin-Williams. That's just the products that I like to use. And I like to use Minwax penetrating stains. I've never had a problem with them. They work really good. You know, this thing's got a little bit of a ledge, so you take your razor blade and you can just pull it, and that old stain just pops right off there. I wish I knew about this product a long time ago. I've seen other people use it, but I've never been able to find it till now. And no matter how hard you pull, you're gonna get into the wood, but at least we're not gouging it. You know, if you gouge it, that's bad. But if you don't gouge it too deep, you can usually sand it out. So, you know, no big deal. I mean, that's the best stripper I've ever seen. I know, I've been saying it over and over and over again. But, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Or whatever you want to say. But, that's my video for the day. If you need to strip a piece of furniture that's got a stain on it, then you need to get this Kutzit liquid stripper. Antique furniture and fine wood. It's the best stuff out there. I've got it for $10, but the reason I got it for $10, it was listed for $22 on the shelf. The man at the local hardware store said that they were discontinuing it, so he would just give it to me for a good deal. And that's a great deal. I should have bought both cans, but I didn't. But anyway, Kutzit. Kutzit is good. I don't get any kind of free products from anybody that I use, but I mean, I try to tell y'all what to use to where you can have an easy experience like I do when I paint furniture. So, if you like this video and you'd like to see more, then subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. So next time I do a video, you'll be notified. I guess notifications. Like I said, I'm gonna strip this, and when I go to stain this again, I'll probably do a video to show you how to stain like a professional. Thanks for watching.